This whole area about 10 years ago, completely overgrown with grass, no path right here, and this whole bridge in the background is brand new. I think it was between 7 and 6 years since that project was finished. And I'll show you some more angles. You can see the developed parking lot, which it was just one little or two dirt slots where people had just continually parked and had packed up. Again, we used to come through here and we'd have to walk down through a path that was basically made by people, not machinery coming and laying out these paths and continuing mowing the lawn. You'd have to go right back here, get to the rocks where this access slip is, and you would just pretty much send yourself right down the rocks. And I'll show you a little bit closer up down there. But none of this was accessible to anyone unless you were, limber, athletic, willing to, run through bushes, weeds, poison ivy, ticks, things like that. So it's cleared up a lot, and you'll notice that there's a lot more people, as I described. If you do want to access the falls closer up, then you got to come down here through. I saw tons of poison ivy back there. Good thing I was wearing pants. Anyway, so it's very cool today. Normally on a hot day, people will just jump in the water down here. And that's something else that's got me thinking, what are the invisible changes? Obviously we saw the physical changes, the accessibility to, the more general public up there in contrast to the way I experienced this place 10 years ago. But with the water, you got to think about what are the other possible, impacts of that, whether it is from, carbon fuel emission, mountaintop removal, things of that nature. That affects water systems heavily. Lots of additions of mercury. Certainly I never would have drank this water before, but maybe it makes me a little more skeptical about swimming. And there's the bottom of the bridge up there that you can see. You cross over. And notice how you can't hear the road, you can't hear. It's all nice and isolated down here. You get a good sense, a good kind of equilibrium with the surroundings. You can see here that the waterfall down here, and you can roll all the way down this slide and swim in. Notice these little carvings on the left of the pane here. You can see that it seems someone had wood crossing here, and maybe they were using it dam up the space. Maybe they had some kind of using it for the water speed for a mill, perhaps for some kind of processing. But this shows, human impact well before I've ever seen this place, and I think that's a pretty interesting aspect as well. But this was a great place to come and swim and hang out. It's really well shaded, and right about May, which we are in right now, the water's nice and high and swimmable. Alright, one more nice shot down the way a little bit. Anyway, you can see some of the falls. I'm going to go down a little further and show you some of the deeper parts where you can swim. Other than that, we're running out of battery, so enjoy the space for what it is. I think I've just seen as many people today as maybe I saw in a 5-year span at this spot. So that's something to ponder. But I'm glad people are out here enjoying it. Getting in touch with that. That's more important than anything.